The city of Irvine is seeing two firsts when it comes to bikes in the city. We have the story straight ahead on this edition of Irvine Scene.
As many of the riders in the region already know, Irvine is one of the most bikeable cities in California and soon in the nation.
Bicyclists, including e-bikes, will now have a safer riding option thanks to a Class 4 protected bikeway lane.
But to be here to actually see the protected bike lane and 1.25 miles worth of protected bike lane on Cadence, it's so important for our families and our communities to feel safe while they're out biking, especially our kids as they're going to school, to make sure that they feel that, they can be on the road and not have to be right next to a car means a lot.
It does mean a lot, so much so that this 8th grader from Cadence Park School wanted to be part of this event.
First, I'd like to thank the Honorable Mayor Khan, the respected Irvine Police Department, and all the city officials who have made this possible.
I think this will make it a lot safer for me and my friends because we go throughout the neighborhood a lot. So more people will be encouraged to use their bikes, and this will make more people feel comfortable on the roadway.
It's also about the environment.
This will help the environment a ton because now people won't have to commute through cars, and they'll be able to just use their bikes. And with this bike lane, people will feel more protected and comfortable being able to get to school, get around the neighborhood, run errands and everything.
And it was her son's school commute that had Councilmember Kim concerned years ago.
And it really started because my son, who had to ride his bike to school on Jeffrey and Portola, about 3 miles, with nothing protecting him except paint. And the thought of part of why we have to take our kids to school is because of the fact that there aren't protected bike lanes. So eventually I'm hoping that our entire city, where possible, can have these protected bike lanes. Even though we do have a lot of bike trails, I think having these protected bike lanes will really minimize the risk and exposure to bikers, but it is also will create an active transportation network where biking will become an actual form of transportation, unlike the way it is today.
So a Class 4 bikeway is something that's separated from the regular roadway by means of some kind of barrier. In this example here, there are some curb lines that have been installed to offer that separation. And actually, by law, scooters are required to be in the bicycle lanes. They cannot be on sidewalks. A lot of people don't know that, and that's a very important thing to know. So yes, these lanes will offer other devices in addition to bicycles at separated space where they can be away from motor vehicles.
We often hear people who are worried about e-bikes being on the sidewalks and biking really fast past the pedestrians, and we don't want that. That's also unsafe. So if the e-bikes can be in the bike lane, much better.
This bikeway keeps with the goals in the Climate Action and Adaptation Plan to reach aggressive emissions reduction targets by 2030 and beyond.
Well, other cities have tried protected bike lanes with success. We're not first in this case, but based on their success, we've initiated a number of pilot projects here in Irvine. This is the first among them. I have no doubt it's going to be successful.
So now that we have our protected bike lanes, it's so important to keep them clean of debris. And it was wonderful to see our EV, our street sweeping machine that we have. It's super cute, it's small, but it'll get into those areas that we need it to get cleaned. And so it'll be nice for people to see that out there as well.
One of the big initiatives that we have from our city council is to have sustainable programs. And so one of the sustainability programs that we have is electrification of our entire fleet, let alone some of our specialized equipment like the electric street sweeper. And so we're able to clean the Class 4 bike trails and other bike trails, not only efficiently and effectively, but in an environmentally friendly manner.
For Irvine Scene, I'm Jacqueline Twag.